Good afternoon. I would like to give a tribute to my sister Ann. She was just such a wonderful sister. My mother had 5 daughters. Ann was daughter number 4, and I was daughter number 5. And I got a lot of time to spend with Ann because my other 3 sisters had left the home, as far as I can remember. And Ann was, you know, me and her were the only girls left with our brothers. And Ann was just had a gentle, kind spirit. And, you know, she would play Monopoly and Operation and Sorry with us. And I had this game called Scrabble. Nobody wanted to play because, you know, you have to think about Scrabble, the word game. But me and Ann, we would play all the time. She was the only one that really wanted to play that game with me. But she's so amazing. When I had my first child, I told her that if it's a girl, it was a girl, I was going to give her her middle name. And she's like, oh, you know, she all had a little laugh. Thank you, Berta. I just love the way she said my name. And so Selena Marie. And then we carried it to another generation, her middle name, because Selena named her daughter. Her middle name is Marie. So we're carrying her middle name 3 generations. And one thing I can say about her, she was so supportive. She was very supportive. She would come to all the kids' ballet, the assembly, whatever they were in, and doing something at church. Her and her husband, they would try to make it. Graduations. When me and my husband, we only had 2 children, and we moved down to Indianapolis, and Ann and her husband, they rode all the way, followed us all the way down to Indianapolis, and they saw us in our apartment and made sure that everything was okay before they left. And she just was just so supportive. She also was unique. She had the unique laugh. And I love the way my sister, she always called me Berta. And one thing when I was a child that really made me think she was unique, Ann would go and get a tomato out of the refrigerator, and she would eat it just like an apple. And I thought that was so crazy, but she would eat that tomato. In my whole life, I have never seen anybody eat a tomato like an apple. That was Ann. And she was so generous. I mean, you know how you go to the store, you look at the birthday cards, they so high. And she would go get the most expensive card and give it to my children. I still got some of those Barbie cards and all that stuff she would give them. The birthday, she would buy them for their birthday, graduations, school supplies, and her husband, they had this thing, they would buy the kids, Christmas gifts, but they didn't want to just give them to them and open it. They wanted to be there. So every Christmas, they would come that morning, and they would give the kids their Christmas gifts, and then they wanted to see them open it. But she was just the best. She was the best. I'm going to miss her, but the only thing that gives me solace is that I know that God has made her whole. He has made her whole. And my second thing that gives me solace is that I know I'm going to see her again. So rest easy, my sister. Rest in heaven.